Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the
and off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 15 carries, 111 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Here's Pollard again. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more on that one and another first down. Hand off to Spears. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. And here's a give to Spears. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Titans are 12-2 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Pollard will take it up the gut. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now Anderson. Buying time to his left. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Spears. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Titan defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's a run by Spears. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And now a run with Spears. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. They'll run. Here's Pollard. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Denver's offense ready to go again. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on first down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have The highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And now the 1,400-yard mark eclipsed. A touchdown on that last drive. He's put together such a solid season. We always talk about 1,000-yard campaigns, and 2,000 so elusive, but 1,500, that's a nice total to aim toward, too.
It really is, because when you get to that type of a number, you know those guys up front have done yeoman duty, right? And what we don't give them enough credit for is not just the initial blocks that they make. It's that 2nd and 3rd block. Sometimes you get the combination blocks where you're running the power game. But how about the linemen who can get their block on the line of scrimmage and climb to the 2nd and the 3rd level and get linebackers and defensive backs downfield to gain additional yardage?
And they have done that to perfection almost this year. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now they'll shift things around. Anderson. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Anderson. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd down, Pollard again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Joe Mixon, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Chris Streveler throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Travis Etienne, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Anderson escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, How about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 142 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, Pollard, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Anderson being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And Shaheed going to go in motion. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you can see they'll be the AFC South representative, but for the moment at least, they'd still need to host a wild card game in that first weekend, but not the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all, and you and I both know this about this division. It's been wide open and extremely competitive, and it was again this year. So for a team to come away with the division title and get to the playoffs, you know they'll be battle-tested for their run in January and into February.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anderson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. His defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And they'll run again. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Here's Pollard again. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle they go. Pollard. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5. Hand off to Spears. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a give to Spears. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Spears. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes second down. Right back to Spears. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now first and goal. Spears will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So the Broncos now down by 7, a little under 30 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Connects with Slayton. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Titans, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.